Hello. Oh yeah, I can hear you. How are you doing? Oh well. Yeah. Well, let's just wait for those couple of weeks then for the workflow to kick in.
And again, it's just a matter of doing and not
Yeah.
screwing around.
I've seen you've changed a bit as well. Like I noticed my character sheet has the actual character sheet from Forge on now
Hmm.
instead of like the written in stats.
Right. And I'm gonna be working more on the characters in a bit, but I'm trying to prioritize. The virtual tabletop is good enough for character sheets right now. When we move into the second module, definitely the website's going to be getting a major update
Like an
because
overhaul.
oh yeah, my plan is this is supposed to be open world. Once we leave Quasquaton, the guild is established in the realm. They're going to be sending out letters to all of the kingdoms being like, yo, we have people you can hire for shit.
Oh, okay.
Which is where you guys get your missions for all of the other modules and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense then.
Hmm.
It's a nice little story plot.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. Have this stream going, but it's set to starting soon. So
I'm gonna guess that's why you don't have your voice modulator on.
yeah, I'm working on that too.
I don't know what.
Hooray. Alright. Since you guys are here, and I'm just gonna keep Ragnar here and say he's listening too.
Oh, right. Actually, I just remembered. I was looking at my old map, and I realized that the very first time, we went into the dungeon, we explored a room to the east, which had like the insects.
Yep, the mushroom room, yes.
Yeah.
But it's been so long, and you know it's in that direction, but if you want to go back there, you can. You guys never actually really went in there. You came across the
No.
centipedes, and then just kind of went back.
It's a good day at work.
Yeah.
Kills all the centipedes and leaves.
Yeah.
Don't get paid enough to check the room.
Okay, so the three of you, even though Ragnar is kind of out of it right now, are sitting around the guild hall. It's a little bit more busy than you remembered. There's a lot more new recruits, and all of them are just kind of mulling around and sticking to their own types. Over here, you got a cleric table. They're just kind of discussing doctrines and arguing over which deity is the best. You got Lonnie over here talking to a couple of elves. One's rather dark-skinned, Fency. She looks to be like carrying a mace, and then another one is a redhead, and he's carrying a spear. Looks kind of what's the word? Eccentrically flamboyant to the point where he's constantly just messing with his spear and juggling it, and just making a big ass of himself. And then we have a couple of dwarves that Ruthie is talking to over here. Galtha, you should remember Krago of the Mountains. He was the one who was bitten by these beads that you were talking about and was sick for 3 weeks afterwards.
He made it. It's fine.
So, you got the map? You have the map pulled up then?
I have the map I linked you last time.
Right. If you go into the Explorers Guild chat, I sent a new updated version.
Oh yeah, this one, yeah. I've checked that one.
Okay. So, Aaron approaches the table and gives you your map. To stage her. Says, well, now that we actually have 3 people here, I'm hoping we can move forward with my plan. So,
And what exactly is this plan?
well, the whole goal is to get this entire stronghold cleared out. It's proving a little bit more difficult than anticipated, but that shouldn't matter. Now, we have a crack team of specialists available to everyone. Hold on a second, my headset's getting dead.
That's fine.
There we go. Anyway, it says we have plenty of people to volunteer to go in, but since you're the more experienced party people with us, I wanted you to pick a team and assist in leading some people inside. We've already mapped out a quadrant. The southeast section, we're going to start sending people in and security and actually building it up. Now, the choice is yours with what you want to do. You explore the west side and the north side more, or if you notice on room 30, we found the stairs to the second level.
Hold on, I'm just checking the map. Oh yeah, I see 30. I was blind.
Mm-hmm. Now, just to go over everything, just so we can refresh everyone's memory and get them up to speed. We will start with number 1. These are the alcoves, with the magic mouth that screams. Number 3 is your dining hall. Number 4, there's a weird statue there that apparently is a very attractive woman, and apparently, hold on, Melissa. She approaches and she's like, "Before we go on, I just want to introduce Mistress Melissa. She can actually explain the rooms a little bit better. This is the one who is donating the stronghold to the guild for our endeavors." So she just laughs and says, "All right, that room is a little bit interesting. Rogan and his buddies would like to drink and sing sea shanties, and we commissioned to have a statue for them to gawk at, since, I was the only female in I'm the only female in a stronghold full of, rough and tumble men. We needed to give them something to look at." She just kind of chuckles embarrassedly. You found the treasure chamber, which is number 26. That's more his trophies. Nothing in there is really that big of value. The 29 was Erig, the chief at second in command's room. And her room is number 24, which she says she looks forward to sleeping in her old bed again. And you found the throne room, which is number 27. And 28, she just kind of goes over it and is like, "Yeah, this one was Zeligar," and just kind of leaves it alone. That's the sacrificial chamber that you got pushed into the ash jack.
Oh yeah, no, I remember.
And then she's like, "The pool room, be very careful of the pool room," which is number 31. She's like, there's some stuff in there that's really dangerous. Zeligar made the whole thing. Most of the effects wear off if you leave the room. But she does point to the number 3 pool. She says, "That's a pool full of healing potions. It's just pure, one big vat of health potion. We would have to take our injured into there and literally spoon feed them whenever they've been hurt, but we've been able to save a lot of people in there. But it's weird. I don't know what he did. It's random when it shows up. So sometimes it'll be full and sometimes it won't be." And she gives you a list of the rest of what the pools are. So if you do go in there, I'll just read them off to you. And number 32 is our elf advisors' chambers. And we have the Barretts at 33. The boys leave a bit of a mess, so I apologize if it's completely strewn about. 34 is the weapons room. There's a weird thing that happens though, because randomly, if you have both doors open, it creates a wind vacuum that slams them both shut. So be careful with that, and be sure to prop your doors open because you don't want that suction to go in. It'll knock out all of your torches, and it will just make everything a bad time. She says she remembers there are some traps that Zeligar put in, but she doesn't remember where. So she says, watch your footing sometimes, and don't trust everything because both Zeligar and Rogan were a little bit paranoid about invaders, and they set up some pretty devious stuff if you don't know where you're looking. But nothing fatal because they both prefer to capture and interrogate their the people that invade their home. So Aaron also wanted to interject that all the people that are in the room are all of the additional assistants that you can pick from. They're all from Mystara, so they all know little tidbits of information about the local lore and history of Zeligar.
So they're all commoners. Got it.
Pretty much, yes. Alright. So does anyone want to do anything? You got Mistress Melissa of Quasquatin here for you, and Aaron, and they're willing to answer any questions for you.
While I have no objections about going back into the dungeon, do I really have to be paired with this mongoloid again?
Which mongoloid are you referring to?
The one called Ragbar or something? I don't know. He pushed me into a pit and I am still not forgiven him.
I've had a
Yes. Looks like Ragnar's here now. So how much were you caught up with, Ragnar?
He joined like while you were explaining the map, so he heard most of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, I just didn't know how long we can, how far back I need you to go. So,
No, I basically heard the entire map.
alright, good. Says, well, I'm trying to put together the most experienced people who've already been in there to continue on this. So yes, you have to work with this mongoloid.
Well, I'm glad
Suck
you
it up.
agree with me. It's a shame.
She says, suck it up, Buttercup.
Go on. I've been called worse.
Like Mongoloid 2.0.
no.
Oh,
I
you're
think it would be an
horrible.
upgrade.
How do I make this fucking disappear?
Right click the image again.
I've forgotten how to use. There it is.
Don't tell anyone about it. I forgot as well, so I was experimenting with it before the stream fully started.
Not a problem. You know what? I'm curious. I want to try something. Move that. I guess. Never mind. I don't have it. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's have actor list. Oh yeah. Check
Whoa.
that out. You got a map. How fancy is that shit?
So since it's made like that, is there a fantasy version of like Photoshop or something they used?
Yeah, it's called magic. It's like
Yes.
poof, map on table.
Yes. That's actually pretty cool. I'll put that in somewhere else there. So anyways, did you got any questions or any information you wanted to get from these two?
Is there perhaps anything else you could tell us about this pool room?
Let me check my notes here.
Melissa pulls out like a
Yep.
book with like every note on the dungeon ever, but she no tells the party found out.
She says there's
Look, if
she remembers one of the pools he used for he would strip paint and strip stuff with, so it was very caustic whenever he would shove items in there. Another one he would use as a practical joke to make people nauseous. It usually lasts about an hour. He kept a pet slime in one. One was fresh water, really nice icy cold. One was wine. Something happened to one of the pools, and it's dry. We have a hot pool, which is steaming, bubbling cauldron filled with boiling water. But the thing, it has a high mineral content, and it's not really boiling, it's just relaxing to get into, you know? It's a hot
so
tub.
it's a hot tub.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a D&D hot spring episode.
I mean, it's
This
big
the
enough. It is
last
a
episode
10-foot
last
pool.
Sunday, so
It is a 10-foot pool. So, I mean, I'll show you a picture of what the pool room looks like.
I managed to drag my party to a bathhouse last Sunday, so I'm down for another bath episode.
As long as I can get some quality bonding time with the Knoll.
Not the gnome. Yes, the gnome.
So, I mean, Melissa's like, yeah, me, Rogan, and Zelagar would relax in the pool room, and we'd have a picture of mine from the wine pool, and go sit in the hot pool, get completely drunk.
Right, I know what we're doing today.
And Giga said there's an odd pool that we used to be able to tell the type of person, what type of person is. If you drink it, you would glow a color, and if you're red, you're pretty, not good. And if you were gold, you were, more of a lawful nature. And she says that that's one of the few pools that actually isn't affected by the losing their power if you take it out of the room. So
So
there's
just fill
also
buckets with it.
you can only get so many doses. It's limited. There is a pool that we would also go fishing in. We don't know where he connected that one, but it just seems to have a bunch of fish in it. And there's an ice pool and a. She kind of laughs and is like, I have you guys come. It looks like you came across his bedroom. Did you see his treasure chamber?
I have personally not been to that area.
Were you there, Ragnar? Or was it with the other group?
I do not remember being in Zelagar's personal chambers.
Alright. His chambers are in rooms 5, 6, and 7. But he likes his illusions. And so we have a pool that is filled to the brim with gold almost. But if you jump in, you're just going to get wet. So. And then there's this one pool that he made that just completely renders people mute. He would often slip that into people's drinks he was finding annoying.
Side eyes, Jack.
I can't see any possible use for that one.
No.
I'll take that's the last of the pills then.
Yes, that is. She says she doesn't remember which ones are which though, so you're gonna have to use your best caution with it.
Well, obviously my Selagar here was a master craftsman of magic. Would there be any room specifically catered to items of his fine attunement?
He has a library. That's north of that's kind of in the northeastern or northwestern section. It's been so long, and they've always been changing the layout of it. It's hard for me to remember. I mostly stuck to the southeast side where my room is and the dining hall is. The rest of the place was pretty much open game to everyone else.
Good to know.
And she points to 23 or 25 and says that's Rogon's chamber. And there's secret passages in the corners to get in there, as you can see, and she marks where those passages are. She kind of laughs and is like, he has nightmares, and it's hard for him to sleep with people. So we came up with an idea to have my room, and then we have a little hallway where we can visit each other without having to bother the other compatriots that are living there.
Any more questions?
Two, actually. First of all, you mentioned that Zalaga had a library. Did said library double as a study, or did he have a separate room for for working on magical items?
I don't know where his study and his workroom are. He always just sort of vanished into them. I think he has them hidden somewhere. The only place that I've been into is his library. He's taken me to his workroom once, but again, he opened the wall to get to it.
Well, that's telling. But you're saying that there is a library and there is a workroom. There are two separate
Right.
places.
And there's also somewhere hidden, and I don't know where, there is some storage rooms too that contain a lot of supplies and dried goods. And says if you can find that, that would be really, really big for everyone here because we could use some fresh supplies, even if they are 30 years old and dry.
Food is food. Question.
Maybe to you ruffians.
Based on this map, how much of this fort would you say remains unexplored?
Melissa looks at it and says, if you don't count the second level, you're probably about a quarter done.
Fantastic! This sounds absolutely fun.
Heron says, this is a...
Jeez.
Heron says, understand this is a great find for the guild, and it's perfect to implement the guild's plan. Since we need to create and establish ourselves and provide ourselves a strong front for the Mystarians, we need to come in guns blazing and come in hard. So we need to have this completely established and built before I start sending out letters to the delegates in the other realms to start advertising for our services. And she's more than happy to take any input with any room alterations once we have this fixed. My plan, just kind of on a sidebar, is to completely renovate Quas Quayton into the guild, into a guild hall for everyone. So I'm going to be redesigning the rooms and just keeping all of the core components of it. But still, the map is going to be where everyone's going to be kicking off from whenever we move on to the next modules. So that's my plan, is whenever you guys complete quests and get guild points, the guild's going to get a 1-to-1 ratio, and then I can check out and see, oh, it's going to cost X amount of money to, renovate this room to this. I have all of these charts. It's going to be fun. But the more stuff and the more wealth you bring into the guild, the more amenities you're going to have access to.
All I can imagine is D&D House Flipper. It's like a TV show and everything.
Yeah. I do plan on eventually making player housing available. As if you get to like level 5 or 6, there's strongholds and the ability to own property. My plan is, should players own strongholds, you're basically building up and making your own map like this of your place. And should say, Jack get it in his head that he really wants to fuck with Ragnar, he can go and actually raid Ragnar's stronghold. The map is made. Ragnar placed all of his guards where they're going to be. And so, Jack can have his own little solo adventure breaking into Ragnar's place and like leaving a dead griffin head in his bed or something.
Wouldn't be worth the trouble. Let me guess. You're gonna make me an offer I can't refuse.
So, that's kind of the plan with that. And I mean, I'm looking through all the rules and I see all this stuff, and I'm like, we never got to do any of this. So,
Well, it looks like we're off to the dungeon then, as it seems.
yes. Did you want to pick out any NPCs, interview them, talk about wages, that sort of stuff?
Well, if we are talking about wages, I ain't paying no ruffians to come with me.
Not like you have the money to pay anyone anyway.
Just because I owe you gold doesn't mean squat.
Oh, you already paid me. Not to worry.
Oh yeah, I did. Well, I'm pretty sure me and Goffy are both magic casters, if I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a. Is it
Tank.
You're a tanky. I'm pretty sure we could go with this as long as you're just on the front lines. Unless you want to pick up a more tanky person.
We could use a healer.
What, like the mystical one?
Oh god.
I don't have access to spells yet, so.
Ah. Sucks to not be a magic caster.
Nah, sucks being a level 1 cleric.
Yeah. When you achieve the connection with your god and obtain your spells, that's when you become no longer an acolyte, but shit, I can't remember the name now.
Cultist?
Something like that, yeah.
The only religion, no. The only difference between religion and the cult is how many people are in it.
Yep, adept. You become adept, and then when you gain your second blessing of spells, you become a priest or priestess, depending on what you identify with.
I guess I'll just leave character picking to you, like, because and I only know we want a tanky one. If we want a healer, I'm fine with it, obviously.
Oh, if you want tanky ones, we got 2 dwarves.
Oh, we do. We could take a dwarf.
Hmm.
Unless
we
you're
can take
looking for
another.
something more DPS or a healer.
Okay,
Well,
so
look. I mean, we could. I'd defo vote for a healer, but I mean, we can take something. We can take another one if you want.
I think like
I'm just
foremost is enough. We'll go for a healer then, cleric.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
and so go away. Control. There we go. So in terms of clerics, we got the mystical one. Stage. She's not as you look over her character sheet, she's still an she's still an acolyte. We have a priest, Graham
She's still
Paul.
useless. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Graham Paul is you've seen him around the church and around a lot of the kids. He likes to
Oh
help
God.
and donate. But he's a little bit on the old side. And we have.
Well, that's good. That means he's expandable. Expendable even.
And we have Tacit. She recently just became an adept. And Cracky the Hooded One is still an acolyte. There you go. And I'll stage her too, just to be fair.
She looks like she's gotten Super Saiyan.
Well, she woke up one day and her hair was glowing and floating. You don't need a light source with her, as long as she's up in the front. So, yeah, but she takes her job seriously and feels that she's the chosen one because the gods blessed her hair and is now completely levitating and just free flowing and glowing brightly. Cracky the Hooded One is. Cracky the Hooded
I
One
wonder
is.
what it'd be like to put up with someone so self-obsessed and egotistical.
Cracky the Hooded One is just completely covered in robes, and you can see that part of his face is burnt off as well. So he just doesn't really, you know.
Yeah.
He has that look in his eye like he's seen too much. But he'll be good in a fight. Grandpa's a little bit scatterbrained, but he has experience, and then Tacit's a new up and comer and is trying to make a name for herself right now.
Well, don't want to let anyone else become more popular. I mean, it's competition. So I say we go with Grandpa.
Yeah. I would say Grandpa. I mean, Grandpa is a good choice.
Okay.
Very well.
We'll adopt him.
Alright. You take the old man.
You will be our Bob.
How many times do I need to teach you this lesson, old man?
How much are wages then? We'll need to discuss that.
Well, whatever you want to offer. He usually, he says that he donates most of his gold to the to charitable works of the town, and will be more than happy to help and assist as long as we can make some donations to the local children.
What if we just make false promises? Right, hear me out. What if we just convince him help and take the dungeon is charity work because it will eventually benefit the whole of, like,
All right. Let me go ahead and roll this because you can actually do this. Give me a second.
We'll convince him it's charity work. Easy.
All right.
We'll convince him one of us is underage, and then it's charity work for us.
All right, he accepts. Here you go.
I'll just
I did a loyalty roll. He accepted.
that's cracky.
Sucker.
Oh, that is cracky. Never mind. But still, all the everyone's loyalty starts at 6 because you're a guild member, so it's a completely neutral thing. But depending on if they catch people screwing with them, the loyalty rating will drop. So
We'd never do anything like that. It'll be fine.
it'll be fine. All right.
I like your enthusiasm, but you're gonna die first.
I've got Grandpa as a body shield. I am not dying first.
Okay.
Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Oh god, what's happening?
I'm activating the main scene. Teleporter. You're not getting any more people, right? Just Grandpa of the Secret Church.
Just Grandpa.
Okay.
How do I
Is
do it?
everyone's able to see? Okay.
And let that be light.
I took out because just how much it was causing problems with the computers. I took out the black triangle behind you, so you have full 360 vision.
Ah, cool. So now I don't have to crab walk.
Exactly.
No, my super sexy crab walk.
Wait, I have my vision is. Oh wait, no, I think it's just because I don't have a torch. Yeah.
It's alright, I got the torch.
Can I still activate my giant lantern?
Go ahead. You just click the torch button.
My godlight, where is it? How do I do this?
If you right click your icon, you should see the little torch button on the very top.
Very nice.
Oh,
Oh my
so
god! Yes.
bright.
Oh my god! Your ultimate light.
Come near me, I will blind you with the force of 1,000
God.
suns.
Let me fix that a little bit. Color.
No, it's perfect. How do I rotate my character again?
Oh my
You hold
Oh,
the
God.
control button.
shift. Oh, control right.
Oh, I actually just closed all my windows by holding Control W. Give me a second. That wasn't good.
Rookie mistake.
Can I get them video tabs back, or do I have to just load it all back up?
Just refresh it.
Uh,
Alright, hold on guys. You guys are Ragnar's zooming along. I have secret encounter rolls I need to make, so hold on.
Fang.
right, I'm joining back now.
Okay, so
Whose
looks
face
like
do I get in?
my original plan is gonna kick through. Control and then mouse wheel to rotate yourself
Yes, yeah, I have figured it out now.
there. Alright. So
Ah,
y'all
you fixed my
can
lights off while I was gone.
move your ass you guys back here, because as you finally enter the doorway, you hear the sound of well, actually, let me actually do the roll instead of what I did last time.
Are you ready to start using our slings again, Garfield?
Oh.
Time for me to make another
Good.
20 swings with my hammer and miss every single one of them.
Good lord.
Sucks to be you. Ah, I'm just gonna present my
Alright.
character.
Alright, as soon as you open the door, you hear a bunch of chattering, squeaking. Let me do this. I want to try to
Sorry,
do
we
this
hear
right.
what?
A bunch of squeaking and chittering. Just like a massive creatures in the
Right
front
now,
down the hallway.
is that you making those
Oh.
noises?
No, it is not.
Really sounds like it.
That squeaking is not me.
Oh god.
Oh, let me get that fixed. trying to
Who's
rush
the one
here.
currently hacking into my computer? I hear you.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
My mistake.
And token. Image. Overhead.
Who?
Come on, where is it? There it is. Update token.
Man, this giant rat has some travel time.
There you go. So, out of the darkness, you see, how many did I roll? 3. Okay.
Oh, damn. A rat.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more than one. Oh, I thought this was only one.
Oh god.
And they're just bum rushing you, looking quite pleased with themselves. They're a little hungry.
Just
How
become rat.
pleased?
Oh god.
How pleased
Create
are
the
we
vision rat.
talking? Like, just so, like, how pleased are we talking? Like, just, just like, what, all you can eat buffet,
Yes,
or
because they.
or just had sex, pleased.
Well, we're
He's
talking
more
about
than
we're
capable.
talking about rats, not ducks. So you're safe from being violated. You're safe from having your corpse violated.
Yippee!
If it was a herd of giant, if it was a herd of giant ducks, you know, that's an entirely different game. So,
Quick just random question: how alive do these rats look?
they're pretty alive.
You can't
Uh-huh,
scare
so
them
it's
away
not.
like the skeletons. You can't just make them conga line down the corridor.
Exactly.
Just a quick request. Can you put Grandpal in front of me? Oh, never
Yeah, I
mind.
could. No, I'm just rolling for initiative right now. We can have looks like Galther got to go set up first. So
Okay.
Quickly, use your expandable spell slot.
Yeah, oh yeah, then use my only offensive spell on rats, of course.
I'm glad you're understanding what I put out. Now use it.
All right. Let's see. Where is my
Aha, Ragnar got
link?
last.
Yes. How do I target?
just hit escape to clear all of your targets, and then click on the rat you want to attack.
If I click on the rat, nothing happens.
Double left click, double right click.
Or if you go to the in combat tracker, you can click on that.
Double right click works.
Okay.
I'm just going to do this, right? Yeah, no modifiers, I think. Right.
Nice.
Oh!
Let's
Ooh! That rat didn't stand a chance against your one heavy rock.
Exactly. All right. And attacks Jack. So you're attacking this one?
no, the one next to it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. He is down. The rock just caved its skull in. It's just gone. So
Huh. It's all the luck I'm gonna have this session.
Alright, so in your combat tracker, just click intern and go on to
Oh yeah,
Ground
of
Paul.
course. Where was that? Wait, where was enter? Yes. Thank you.
Alright, Ground Paul's gonna move forward, block it with his humanness. Human shield activate.
Go, my faithful body shield.
Exactly. Oh just fixing his character sheet for a second. And he hits with his mace. And completely whiffs it. Revealed everyone. There you go.
We have you for like 3 seconds, Grandpa. You're not doing a good first impression.
Alright.
I guess old age does come with a cost.
I always
That it
forget,
does.
is the number in the brackets what you're supposed to roll to make it?
The number in brackets is your actual THACO to hit armor class 0 is 19. So you do, it does the math, but basically when you go up in level, that number is going to be get lower and lower. So like for example, my roll of 19 hits an armor class of 0. The rat's armor class is or is it 7? So because I can hit an armor class of 0 and 0 is less than 7, that means I hit. So 19, 18, 14, 13, 12.
Okay.
So you need 12 or higher. Yeah, you need 12 or higher in order to hit.
Right. Okay. Okay. I see.
How does a rat have an armor class that high?
Dexterity and its size.
Yeah.
Skin.
Eh.
I guess I'll just roll this then. Do I put +1 because he's in short range?
I don't think we're doing ranges with the basic yet.
Yeah, that's fine then. It just says +1 to hit if during short range, medium, and then long is -1.
Oh, okay. Let me look at that.
Alright, I forgot about that.
It's on my sling if you want to have a look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it's 40, 80, and 160 respectively.
Okay, yeah. Then you would add the +1.
Well, I have -1 anyway, so it just cancels it out. So I'll just remember that.
All right.
Didn't hit
It doesn't
anyways.
really matter.
All right, Ragnar, it's your turn. You want to go and end the turn?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so I would like to try and tie Jack to my shield.
What? No. Hold on.
Nah, I'm going to move up and I'm gonna try and cave its head in. Or just fucking turn it into a pulp.
As you should with any rat.
Wham! And shocker! What a surprise!
You wind up and you just slam it down, and the rat just dodges out of the way as your hammer just crashes into the ground. You break up a couple pieces of rock though, and you're like, rat!
Exactly what I expected.
Okay,
It's dead rat's turn.
Dead
It
rat's
just
turn.
comes on the ground.
Yes.
It comes back as a skeleton rat.
Alright, so this rat's gonna go ahead and try to bite Grandpa.
I'm just gonna call him Grandpa.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's our grandpa.
Exactly.
And the bite misses, and this one is going to gotta move that one back. Come up and go after Ragnar. As you
I'm
don't.
glad the corpse has common courtesy to move out the way for the fight.
Exactly.
Come on, rat. Come on. Bite my ankle.
It's gonna be the first
There it
natural
is.
20 of the game. Rat bite.
I'm gonna die to a rat.
He misses too. I keep forgetting to reveal to everyone. There we go. Alright, first round is over. second turn. It's Galther's turn again.
You definitely need to
Right.
use magic missile now.
Of course.
Use it on Jack.
No.
Okay. Wait, why did the dead rat trade places with the other rat?
Because he has common courtesy.
Yes.
The corpse was polite enough to get out of range.
Ah, I see.
If my character ever dies, he's gonna be stubborn and just sit there in the middle of the battle like, no, I'm not moving. Go around.
Go around. Idiot, go around.
Oh, we are
that did
not
work.
rolling good.
Who would have thought?
But that's it, everybody. We're gonna die to a bunch of rats.
It's been fun playing with you, but I think it's our time to leave.
Grandpa's gonna hit the rat again. This time he actually does some damage and mists turns its head into mist. There you go.
Yeah,
Apply
Grandpa.
damage. There you go. Apply damage. Okay. Yep, that rat is an X rat. That rat is an X parrot. One of my
It's
favorite
bleeding
skits. Look at his plumage! I love the dead parrot skit. I did the dead parrot skit in drama class in high school. It's some of the funniest shit ever. They wouldn't let me sing the lumberjack song though.
How much movement do I have again?
If you open up your thing,
Bottom middle of your character sheet.
yes.
Bottom mid.
The EX number.
Oh, EX. So I have 120 feet.
Oh, that's outside combat, isn't it?
Yep. Encounter movement range is 40 feet.
Oh yeah, it's the EN.
Oh, okay. So I'm fine to move on top of this rat.
Yep.
Step on it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna attack it with my dagger. Because I have one of those. Oh, I can throw it, that's cool. I'm not going to, but
You like to get your hands dirty, don't you, Jack?
of course I do.
Throw it point blank. Let's go.
Nice.
Yes!
Hey,
1 damage!
It's 1 point. Oh, 4 points of damage. Damn.
You stab the rat. It squeaks and looks very annoyed.
It's just unfazed. It's like a mild annoyance and an actual damage.
Right.
You angered the rat. Congratulations.
There you go.
Right, and second verse same as the first. Exactly the same as the first.
Man, we're
Right.
switching. Can't hit a stationary object.
The injured rat's going after Jack because you done poked him with a stick. Or with a knife.
This is my fault for relying on Ragnar's hit.
Oh god.
This is what I get for trying to play a combat player.
This is what
So
I
you
get
get-
for not being there killing.
You get bit Jack for 1 point.
1 point.
Yeah. The rat bites your hand really hard, but here's the thing. Bite has a 1 in
You have called the Black Plague.
the bite has a 1 in 20 chance of infecting the target. Save versus poison. So roll save versus poison for me.
Death poison, whatever it is.
Actually, no, I read that wrong. I need to roll. Hold on. I need to roll to see if I get a 1 on the 1 in 20. Okay, you're fine. It's if I roll a 1, then you get disease and you have to save versus poison.
Oh. How do I change my current amount of health, by the way?
You go into your character sheet and you see the little bucket. It's the number right above it, the 4/4.
Got it.
There you go.
I think I have less health than this rat.
I always forget that doesn't display it for me. God damn it. And I forgot what it does. So.
Yeah, I think I legit have less health than this rat.
No, don't worry. My maximum health is also 4. So.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Oh my
everyone
god,
everyone
people
starts with
have less stuff than me.
Right. Okay. Let's.
Alright.
Let's
Galther, it's your turn again?
Yes. Indeed. Oh, so close.
The rat is too good. He's dodging.
Yep.
MLG rat.
The
The rat's on Ultra Instinct mode.
This is like that scene from Ratatouille where he just dodges all the chefs. Once he gets out. He's got plot armor.
he's a shonen protagonist, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, Grandpa.
Finish
Fuck,
it
Oh.
off.
The fucking NPC is gonna be better than us all.
Excuse
He's
you.
already killed one rat.
I have already killed an entire rat.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Ah!
Grandpa kills the second one, he's better than you.
He missed again. There you go.
no.
He got it too.
Right, Ragnar, please put that hammer to use. Oh wait, no, Jack, it's okay.
Jack first. First, Jack gets to try and poke it first.
Okay.
Go on, poke the rat.
Just gonna
Poke a hole into the rat.
right behind Ragnar. And then so if I throw a dagger, can I go pick it back up?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it.
Alright.
So the -1 gets cancelled out again, so just the original roll.
Okay.
Step up, so it just misses.
You hook your dagger and it just kind of bounces off the wall.
It's like the most pathetic throw you've ever seen. It's just, it just like lands.
My God.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a morale check here to see if you scare off the rat when you're done.
I imagine Jack throws it like aiming the handle at the rat, not even the blade.
Yeah. Alright, Ragnar, what are you doing next?
I'm gonna swing my hammer and miss.
Oh,
There you go!
Oh shit! Actually,
You're able to hit it, and it just squeaks and dies. You crush it just right, but it wasn't that
A
hard.
little too hard.
Yep.
wait, it had 2 hit points.
Yes.
It's alright.
The thing was mocking us with 1 hit point.
Yes.
can I just point out if I hadn't have hit that rat with a dagger, your literal hit with a hammer would still not have killed that rat. Like a man hitting a rat with a hammer would not have killed it.
Well, to be fair, it is a giant rat.
It's still a rat,
It's
nonetheless.
the size of a small dog.
Okay,
You know
how
it,
do you
right? It's like-
define a small dog?
It's like those red dogs. It's a Chihuahua.
Well,
That's
I would
a
say
dog.
I'd say like the size. I'd like to say the size of like a Labrador.
Oh god!
Okay, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure a Labrador could take some hammer hits. So,
Like, you can keep them as a pet and guard stuff if you're able to, Rats are very good pets, honestly.
Not bad ones.
Yep.
Fight.
Alright, so for this encounter, just so I can get it out of the way, everyone gets 3 XP.
free.
Yay!
Wait, did you say 3?
Yes. They're 5 XP each.
3 whole
Beautiful.
experience points!
Mine has plus 10%, so is that 3.3 for me?
Yes.
Yeah, 3.3 experience.
My God. Okay.
Tend to do proper rounding, so if the percentage is higher than 5, I round it up. If it's lower than 5, I round it down.
I just put 3. 3.3 is too confusing.
Yes. Alright, you're right. of the encounter, just so I can um, manage these a little bit more. Let's just try to stick to the moving sort of in one group is at the 120 mark, so I can keep track of the turns.
Right.
Yeah. I am just gonna move.
We have
He's
almost
gone.
made it 5 feet into the dungeon. Finally.
I am just gonna go pick up my dagger as well. I am saying that, so I definitely did do it. It is not still on the ground.
Okay. So Ragnar, you notice that there's a door open this way, and there's a spike hammering keeping it open, but it looks to be a secret door of sorts.
Ah, yes. You.
Well, we mostly know where the secret doors lead, I think. Should yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at the map, you should know
Well,
where you are.
are we going to continue north then? Because we've more or less explored everything east.
I would say we could either go north or maybe east. Not east, west.
I would
Well,
prefer north. That is the location of the library the Miss Melissa told us about.
Oh, fair enough.
Who wants to be the front of the group?
Some grandpa, obviously.
Oh yeah. Go
These
ahead,
are the
Grandpa.
children.
We have your back. Oh, he's so quick.
Yep.
You'd think he'd be more frail, but
I mean, he has to chase children. He needs some speed.
right. Shall we continue north or shall we head west?
I say we go northwest. It seems like that's the least explored area for now.
Well, we have already found 2 doors which lead to currently unexplored areas.
The doors you're looking at, the one to the right, goes into the or the room number 3
The
on the map.
cafeteria.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one is that one we do know. The left one we don't.
On the left, though. I keep putting this thing away, but
Grandpa, if you would do the
Where is
honors
it?
and go through the door.
I'm gonna do
Okay.
a quick listen check,
Oh, a listen check.
and that
Alright.
does nothing.
Don't worry, I'm sending Grandpa in as a mobile drone.
Okay, give me a second here. Well, Grandpa opens the door, and he steps in, and suddenly, you hear the same sort of squeaking as you notice there's 2 more giant rats just kind of chilling in this kitchen here, eating and just scavenging through the woods and stuff.
I don't like how
Is
there
there
was a
a way-
measuring line towards me though.
Is there a way I could possibly try to intimidate the rat?
Yeah, go ahead. What did you want to try to do with them? Like,
Scare the bejesus out of it.
so how would you want to do that? I'm saying, what would you do? Like, bang some pots? Would you throw a torch at them? Would you scream at them?
So I'm just gonna just bang my hammer on my shield and scream
Okay.
like a madman.
All right.
Would you like to RP that?
Well, I don't have a warhammer and shield, but I can scream if you'd like.
Ah, too bad.
All right, I
They
try to
it's
do
not the same.
the morality, and you startle them enough to scare them off. So there you
What
go.
a simpleton.
I mean,
Just quick question. In theory, could I
yeah.
talk to a rat
Oh,
using
would you look
neutral
at that?
language?
The simpleton got rid of the rats.
In theory, yes, but I would see more. They would have to be intelligent and be able to converse to begin with,
Yeah.
even if you
That's
don't know
fine.
the language. But if you have like a ring to talk to animals or something, or a spell to talk to animals, then I'd be like, hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes,
in
the
this,
simpleton got rid of the rats in the most simple way.
so in here is the kitchen. Basically, this is a food prep
Got
area.
it done.
In the southwest corner of the room are two cooking pits. Each of them are large enough to cook an animal as large as a deer. Um, the pits are full of ash and char, charred remains of cooked fuel. There's a chimney leading upwards. Its small size prevents further investigation, but long tables line each wall, and there are scattered containers on them, some upturned with spilt contents moldering on the tabletop. There are spoiled pieces of food all around, and the smell in the room is very uninviting. One chunk of molded cheese in particular is nauseous, and fuzzy green growth covers its entirety. And
This place is absolutely filthy.
hanging above
Right.
are varying utensils. Others are scattered about on the floor of the room. There's nothing more than pots and pans of various sizes, although there is a large cast iron skillet suspended above the ceiling by a thick chain, and you notice the kettle is empty itself. There's the
Alright,
cast iron
I'm gonna
skillet.
do an. I would like to do another listen check at this door
All right.
and hear fuck all.
Is anybody gonna do? Is anyone gonna search the room anymore, or are you pretty much done with it?
My
Oh,
character
is
would
there
not want to touch anything on this. I'm fine.
is there anything
Yeah,
we
sure,
can
I'll give it a.
Okay. As you're looking around, you notice a small gold or a gold ring over by the cutting board. It looks like somebody took off their ring whenever they were starting to cook and forgot about it. It
Is
doesn't
there a
look.
way I could like?
What's that?
Yeah.
What were you
Sorry,
gonna
you were
say?
saying?
I was gonna say, looking
Yeah.
at it, it looks. It's just a gold band. You don't really see anything special about it. There's no insignias or anything like that to it. It looks like a wedding band.
Anyone else pocketing it, or should I?
Uh, I wouldn't be interested.
You found it.
Yeah. I mean, if it was a pearl off a thief's body, I'd be a bit more interested, but it's clearly not.
You can donate it to Grandpa.
Also, I completely forgot my character is loaded.
Well, he thinks he's loaded in his realm, or he's loaded in his realm, so you're still in the delusion that you don't need anything, and yet, you know, you have nothing.
Exactly.
Oh, those are always the funnest. Okay, so Ragnar went and
So,
took the.
are you just going to keep pressing your ear up against that door? Are you going to finally open it?
I try and open it.
Okay, it opens just fine.
Oh, cool.
Are those crumbs on the floor ahead? Someone's been snacking outside.
Are they crumbs?
It looks like rubble.
Right eaten. Oh, never mind.
Well,
Now, just
Here above.
I see a crossroads.
Sorry about that, I disconnected slightly.
Not a problem.
Where's everyone gone?
There's a
We're
wall
still
here.
down here.
Yeah, I just don't see
Uh,
Ragnar.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm up ahead.
Yeah, Ragnar's up ahead.
Okay then.
So what's going on?
Everyone's moving forward.
Yeah, okay. Oops.
Try
Right.
not to run ahead like that.
Do try to keep up. We do have to explore the entire fort.
Alright, do we do we wanna keep heading north or maybe take well, yeah, I guess we're high enough up that even if we go east we won't hit room 34.
I say we continue on north. Like, it's bound to be a dead end, but hopefully there'll be something intriguing up there.
Alright, makes sense.
Okay.
I love how Grandpa was already round the corner. He's battle ready. Stop going into the walls, Garfield.
Source a bad habit.
How? No, I'm trying to navigate this corridor. It's so difficult.
It's like Minecraft dealing with a circle.
Exactly.
It's like, no, it doesn't work. You can't do that. Hey, Gother, roll your intelligence for me.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Just a plain old intelligence, right?
Yep.
Come on, you must be smart, right? You got this.
Almost.
Good. The hairs on the back of your neck start to stand up. You kind of remember this area.
Oh, do I now? Uh, do I like? Is it any? Is there anything specific I
There's a
remember?
door
You're-
here.
You were with
The
Mouse.
corridor to the left.
You were with Mouse here last time, and there were bandits.
Oh right, that was okay. So so the teleport room is somewhere around here. I would wager.
Oh, there's a door to my right and another set of doors just down the corridor to the left.
I'm quite curious in the double door room.
Right. If I remember correctly, yeah, actually, I'm sure. I have been in this room with the double doors, and fought bandits inside. Almost died to the bandits inside, for that matter.
Did you get rid of them?
Yes, at the time. I'm not sure if more showed up since. But another thing is I cannot tell which door it is. It might just be this. It's either this door to the left or it might be a little more south. But there is a door that leads to a room that teleports you into another room somewhere else if you enter.
Could be one of Zelagar's rooms. Shall we investigate the double doors or the door to our right?
Well, Gorfie has been at double doors. Was there anything interesting?
Uh oh yes, actually I'm fairly sure that the library is behind the double doors.
Oh. Well, now that we know more information that it's a magical library, why don't we give it a quick look before we go find this mysterious teleporter?
Very well then.
Right, just be prepared for combat if it comes to that.
You don't think the bandits have resurrected, do you?
You never know.
I sure hope not.
Number one. Da-da-da. And I'm gonna hear fuck all.
Calls it every time. What do you need to roll for
Ah,
that? 1 or a 6?
sweet mother of fuck, I'm turning into Will Wheaton. And I'm going to try and open the door.
Alright, go ahead and click on it. It opens up just fine, and you see the library. Which room number is it?
Got
Damn
it. Oh no!
Oh, yes.
They put their initials on the floor.
What glorious person would not?
So let me read this to you. The library. Quas Clayton's library lies behind a pair of ornately carved oaken doors. The floor of the room is covered with dust, but beneath it is a beautiful and shining surface of polished red granite. The stone is inlaid with large blocks and extends uniformly to within a foot of each wall. In the very center of the room of the floor's surface are blocks of white granite within the red stone, and these form the letters R and Z with an ampersand between it. There are 3 large oaken tables within the room, one of the west, north, and east wings. There are several wooden chairs scattered about. 2 corners of the room are plush divans covered with rich, fleecy upholstery, making them very comfortable to sit in. Wall sconces are designed to hold torches for illumination are mounted on the walls all around the room. There are small cages inserted into the north wall, and they contain a number of fire beetles. These unusual insects give off an eerie glowing light from their bodies, enough to illuminate this portion of the room. The reddish glow from the sources appear to be forbidding and mysterious when viewed from the entrance of the library. You know, that's what these
Are those
things
ones on the
are right
back
here.
wall?
Yep.
Would, were they able to like scan the shelves for like anything, like maybe a scroll or
Yeah, give
magical
me
book?
one moment here.
Yeah,
Um,
I would
there's.
like to. I'd also like to do that.
Mhm.
More specifically for anything pertaining to creating magical items.
Okay. The books that you look for, it seems to be more communal reading would be the best way to put it, because it's more tactics and books on warfare, a lot of lesser well-written books for, you know, not so smart people. Because this is a room full of Rogan and his men. You
For
do
God's
find
sake, it's a child's library.
there are some picture books too,
Um,
but you
This is
do.
more Ragnarok level than mine.
are there any smut books?
Yeah, you find one. You can put one down. You can the lusty barbarian or something. There
The
definitely
lusty barbarian.
there definitely
Like
be
a
smart
I would
books.
like to. I
You
would like to
know,
take.
you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing to me now. You are officially creating a lore item that I'm gonna have to write the story to now.
Don't worry about it. But if I pick up, like, if I take this book, like, is the title on the cover, or is the cover just like blank and you have to open it and the title's on the
It's
inside?
just blank. The title's on the inside. You know, these are old
Okay,
leather-bound
good.
parchment books.
Okay, I'd like to take this
Title is
book.
Ragnar X Zeligar.
I would like to. I would like to take this book, and I'm gonna go over to Jack and just get, and I would hand him the book, saying, "Here, I believe I found something that might interest you."
I'm sure what you've found isn't too interesting, but I'll give it a quick skim. And I'm just gonna open the book, like read the first few pages, then just like glassy eye, just hand the book back to him. It's like, uh, you do know how to read, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I'm
Like,
gonna have to
like
pay for
rolling
dry
on the
cleaning
floor
for my
dying of
eyes.
laughter.
Why would you do this to me? I'm such a perfect
Uh,
specimen, and you ruined my brain.
Okay, and I'm just gonna get up, and I just sort of like lean in as close as I can until before he starts leaning away from me. I'm just gonna whisper to him, because it's funny.
The comedy. Ugh.
I don't think you want that to be happening literally.
As you continue searching around, though, you do find a scroll. It's as you both look it over, it's a scroll of read languages.
I'm gonna add
So
this
it's
to my.
comprehend language.
I'm
to
gonna
just
add this to my inventory.
If you go to the first level, I can actually add it to. Who wants to take it, Jack or Gother?
Wait, what was the scroll off again?
Read languages.
Read languages.
I don't mind honestly, unless you want to play like rock paper scissors for it.
All the parts
I
with cheers.
doesn't really matter, honestly.
Okay, if it doesn't matter to you either, I'll take it.
Sure, take it.
Okay. Let me drag it in there for you. It's so weird having to make these scrolls in here. I need to actually just make them for all of the spells. Magic items.
Yeah.
Scroll. Going to duplicate. Scroll of read languages.
You're still laughing at your little prank, aren't you?
There we go. This scroll.
On
we
the
go.
abilities,
Yeah.
it says as spellcasters, magic users are able to use magic scrolls of spells on their spell list. So I wouldn't actually be able to use this until I learn comprehend languages or whatever.
I don't think that's the case, unless that's a new thing that they were doing in the OSC. It's under arcane magic.
Yeah, it's using magic items at the bottom.
What that means is basically you're able to make magic scrolls using spells on your spell list. You can still transfer your scroll into your spell book and learn it, or you can read it and cast it straight out of the scroll. Because
So I can
scrolls,
either make it a one-time use thing or add it to my actual spell book.
yes.
Yeah.
When it's in the scroll form, though, that doesn't take up a spell slot, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, yeah, I understand.
And when you start getting more
Yeah,
income,
you can.
I went and got it into your inventory now. When you start getting more income, there's ways to actually make spell scrolls, and whenever between sessions, we can calculate how much time has passed and how many scrolls that you want to make and use between that time. So you can
Yeah, I noticed
actually.
that as well.
Okay. So, yep. Ragnar or Rogan and Zeligar's library is pretty much designed for the most of the people that are in there, which are not Zeligar's level of mentality. But it still is going to be a lot of really fun and new reading and stuff for the displaced who desperately would love to get some more reading done. So.
By the way, I just want to point out that situation was really uncomfortable for Jack because he's had no sexual experience ever. So reading that book was scary.
You guys are really going to need to fill out your character informations on World Anvil because I'd love to start using these quirks in short stories that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be rewriting all of these and making little 10-minute episodes since clearly streaming and watching a 3-hour game session is not for everyone. So yeah, that's been my project for the last week or two, and so yeah, we look forward to that.
I look forward to working on it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so where we're gonna go move now?
All right.
So if this was the double doors you were mentioning before, that clearly means the other door is the teleporter, no?
Yes, as this is a dead end, which I wasn't sure it was going to be, but apparently it is. That does suggest that the remaining door would be the teleport room, and sadly I cannot tell what is the destination. I do not remember where it leads. All I know is that it leads somewhere else than where it would suggest.
I see.
Uh,
How about we set Ragnar in first?
about that, did anything? Do, do you have to just simply open the door for the for the teleportation effect to take place, or does one have to physically step through the door?
You have to enter the room, and I am not completely sure if there are any other requirements. As far as I'm aware, once you enter the room, you will be transported, and that's the gist of it. I would assume you can come back, but it might be one way. I do not honestly not remember.
Alrighty then.
Well, the only logical
Mm,
thing that we do is send 2 people in at a time, and then wait for a response, like backwards past each other. If nothing, we all go in.
right, I'm gonna give it the old listen and jack shit,
Ah,
and I'm gonna try and open the door.
All right, you see a hallway.
And a one
I
and a two
thought you
and a
said
one,
it was
two,
a room.
three.
right. It might just be a bit more in. Let me just
There's a cross. There's an
uh
intersection here.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Now I think I remember this door. Either this door up north or the door to the right and north. Is the room I'm thinking of. I'm fairly
Well,
sure.
last time it was the door to this corridor, so how about you make up your mind?
You can always just open the door.
I'm officially hearing impaired.
Sure then. If that's how you want to be. I'm just gonna go
And
ahead and
I'm
just
gonna
open
open
it up.
the door.
Oh, no, you did it before
Okay.
me. No.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm fairly sure this should be the room.
All right, it is completely empty and devoid of anything. It's just a completely empty room.
Ragnar, I'll give you 5 gold if you go in.
I'll be waiting for my money on the other side. And a one and a two and a one, two, three.
Okay,
Come on.
give me a second here.
Come on. There we go.
Okay. Let's see now. Once the doors are opened, enter the corner where the store is. Are
I
you
might do this dog canon as well, so this will be
give
the
me
May period.
give me a second. I'm reading how this stupid room works because
Mhm.
in the
I'll
corner
watch
you
it be
see.
Ragnar chance.
And
I
this was the
start
last time we have
loudly
ever seen
reading out
Ragnar.
my smut book.
All right. Okay, so are you carrying a torch or not?
I am.
Alright, so Ragnar, you go. You don't feel anything different other than the door is closed behind you. If I could rotate the entire map, I would. So, technically, this is supposed to be south from your perspective.
So he just disappeared. I say we continue exploring and don't go through the door.
Right. I am not one. I am not sure that would be wise. Well,
Well,
we
I
can
don't-
still
I
have
don't-
Grandpa.
Yeah, we still have Grandpa, but I really
There we
don't
go.
want to owe him 5 gold, so I say let him go on his own.
And the old hear nothing.
Just gonna go after him. I might have an idea where the other side leads, actually.
Then lead away.
And I'm gonna open the door.
Alright, Galther disappears. Oh, hold on. I need to grab this one.
I'm too powerful.
Yeah, good.
Aha.
Jack, did you go in too?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Alright, everyone else goes in and it's yanked over here. Now, you don't, the thing is you don't feel anything other than the door is now shut. And so, from your perspective, your ropes, let me put this down here. Where's my scribble?
Actually, can I just do a thing?
Here we go. What's up? Ah,
The second I step out of into this hallway, I'm just gonna
Yep.
look around, and I'm just gonna lie down here in the corner, just sort of like slumped, as if I just fell and just play dead.
okay. Are you able to see my little drawing here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, from your perspective, this is north.
I can't see the drawing.
Okay.
Or which drawing?
Give me a second.
It might be line of sight, I can't see it as well.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm still in the room, not the corridor.
Oh, yeah, right. My hotkey powers are being abrupt. Anyway, basically, if you rotate the map 90 degrees, you're to the west is where your perception of north is right now. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because basically it's the same room, but it's rotated 90 degrees. It looks exactly the same in every respect.
Okay, yeah,
How the
no.
fuck do you rotate this map?
By the way, which one of you was playing dead?
Ragnar?
Ragnar.
So yeah, the door is open now. When you came in, the door's open and Ragnar's not there. But Galther came out and you see him.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just go to check if he's alright.
How are you checking? Are you like kicking him or are you checking his pulse or?
Yeah, I'll check his pulse and tell him
Alright.
if he's breathing.
You
The
can.
second Jack steps out, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna jump up screaming like a madman.
Okay.
It's like,
Can I-
"Ah!"
Can I assist it to just not be afraid? Or...
Okay. Roll versus fear, or what's
Fear.
is that?
Do I do anything?
Paralysis, petrified. Do you roll against that?
Got it.
Do I roll anything or?
Well, I mean, you're already prone and you're just doing the surprise jump. I would just take it as a surprise attack, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack, you get a pretty good scare.
Jesus Christ, kill it with fire! It's alive! It's alive! out of fear, I just grab like one thing in my pocket. It's just one of my rocks from my sling, and I just chuck it. And then I begin to run. Just off.
Oh man.
As soon as I get around the corner, I'm just slumped up against the wall. At least I don't owe him 5 gold anymore.
Oh yes, you do. I just like, wait, come back. You still owe me 5 gold.
I'm not falling for that zombie.
Right, shall we continue?
Where the crap is my thing? Hold on.
Wait, so you're actually not dead?
Oh, were you concerned for my well-being?
Not at all.
Where's Grandpa? There it is.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. I'm so touched. Not as
Just
touched
take-
as the not as touched as I, but not nearly as touched as I will be after you give me that 5 gold.
Yeah, it's just take the gold and be quiet.
Thank you very much.
Jack should probably like stop making these bets with gold. I don't think it's just
No, you really. No, please, please, don't stop.
No, but the thing is, he has no concept of what's a low amount of gold because ever since like his adult life, he's just been rich.
So he's gonna get a
No,
call.
please don't stop. I really enjoy taking your money.
It's not like I have too little. In comparison to you.
Well, how much do you have?
159 gold pieces.
There. I got just under half of that. So
So you're even less than I thought. I thought you'd at least be catching up. You can't even buy a good cloak with that.
I have a good cloak.
Yes,
just
but
like
is it gem like mine?
Gestures to the like wolf fur pelt that's draped over his shoulder, and this
I think I
thick
saw something I wasn't meant in while you were talking.
and hat, and like this thick, but like slightly, but also very worn and tattered cloak that hangs to about his knees. And it's like the bottom edge isn't straight; it's just worn. It's just like, but it's like tattered.
Right.
See, my cloak is like tailor made, so as you're like showing off, I'll just walk past you and like fluff up the back of mine.
Alright, Jack, since you noticed first, why don't you roll a spot check for me, or what is it?
Spot check.
I would do a listen door, just to get a roll to see if this is going to be a surprise or not. Alright, while you guys are arguing, these two berserkers just come out of the hallway because
God.
you were loud, and they were already walking down the hall, and were doing the same thing you're doing, and is just coming to view just now. They're brandishing their weapons and looking menacing at you guys.
Ragnar, get in front of me.
I'm just gonna like, greetings and salutations.
Okay. Did I have to make my reaction roll table?
Why are you greeting the thugs? I'm whispering this, by the way, not out loud.
Okay. That is a 9.
And I whisper back because I'm trying to distract them while somebody else hits them first.
I only have rocks.
Then hit them with the rocks.
We'll see what they roll or whatever first.
Alright.
We're gonna fucking die.
We can't,
Monster reaction.
we can't die.
Okay, so the first roll was a 9. Okay, so they look at you both, and Jack's cowering behind Ragnar, and they just start laughing at you. And they seem a little bit more disarmed and are like, "What are you guys doing in here?"
Well, it's quite a simple matter, really. We
charity
happen to
workers.
happened to stumble across this fortress, and while we were walking around, we stepped into a room that ended up chucking us out here, and now we're just desperately lost, and we're simply trying to find a way out.
Yes, Ragnar, you tell them.
He just laughs and he says, "We went to the same room too. We're just as lost as you."
Hmm.
Really? I don't suppose you managed to. I don't suppose you could tell us what lies, well, from the way you came.
You said there's a hallway that kind of goes back and forth a lot, but it's just one long hallway, but it zigzags. And he says from there they went and saw a hallway that goes south, or he points to your west, I guess. Because both of your directions are completely skewed, so I'm trying to figure this out.
So west and south, yeah.
Yeah. And he says that they came across a supply room that has a bunch of boxes and useless garbage.
Hmm.
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 I don't suppose you encountered anything. Well, I don't really want to say alive, but let's say moving.
He says, "No, it's been pretty quiet in the last few hours." He says that, definitely things do show up that are dead and moving, and there's lots of rats around here, but they have no problems with their big hammers and axes.
Well, those
Can
are
respect
big
that.
hammers and axes. You would not happen to found a study by any chance, would you?
He shakes his head no.
Well, in that case, and I turn to our group. Shall we proceed? Shall we go investigate what's that way, or shall we go a different?
Hmm.
I am honestly not too bothered because we have no clue where we are. So I can't say I really have a strategic choice on the matter.
Hmm.
So just quick question, quick
Yep.
DM question. West is down, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so great. So we're
Oh,
on
we
the
think West
north.
is down, yeah.
We're somewhere in the northeastern corner then,
Mm-hmm.
or ought to be. Um. Oh, quick question. I don't suppose you fellows happen to come across any windows, perhaps?
He just laughs and says, "We're in the middle of a mountain. This
They're
this
invisible
whole
links.
yeah, exactly. This whole thing is carved into a think of the Devil's Tower. It's a giant plateau that just is just in the middle of a forest, and they just carved right into the middle of it."
What a stupid question to ask, Ragnar. Ha ha ha.
How is it a stupid question? We've been in rooms that had windows.
Windows in a mountain. I scoff at that idea.
There were fucking rooms with windows. I know this. I know we came across a room with a window somewhere.
Please lead me to the room which has a window inside the mountain.
I can't lead you to the room with the window because I have no.
Because it doesn't exist. You're making up fantasies to try and conclude your point.
Well then,
I'm-
Mr. Genius Wizard, how about you find us a way out of this mess?
Run about windows, not a way out. Stop trying to change the subject.
Right. I would suggest either going down. I forgot which direction is downwards supposedly, but either the direction that the barbarians did not come from, or just heading back through the door, hoping that we end up in the same place we started from.
No, barbarians just kind of shrug and head back the way they came because they figured you guys are stupid, and if you guys came from that way, then they already figured out their, teleporters that way, and that's the way they came. So they're heading back this way.
How about we follow the barbarians and just use them to clear out any rooms ahead of us?
Be my guest.
Well, no, the tanky one goes first.
Very well then. And
Wrong direction, Ragnar.
you said the tanky one goes first. Therefore, I can't possibly go the wrong way.
For Pillock's sake. You meatheads can do no wrong, I assume.
Yeah, I'm glad you agree.
Hmm.
It's just an alcove. There's nothing really in there as you look down there.
Hmm.
This seems to be uncharted territory. Golfer, you have any idea where we are?
No, not at all.
I'm going to assume you didn't really go through the teleporter then last time.
What I have gone through, but we have gone back afterwards when we realized that it's not where we were before.
Honestly, nothing's really changed besides the entire hallway system. It's almost like we haven't even teleported.
The door's open.
Open.
The door's open
Well-
already. No, the door's open.
Oh, look,
Did Ragnar go in again?
kids go in.
So you guys get yanked back to the other room.
Fucking god. Wait, I'm not in the room.
Where did Golf here go?
Dolphin didn't go in. He just stayed out.
Weren't they just outside the room for us?
I think we found.
Oh,
I think we found another teleporting room.
Another one? Christ.
Right, I'm just going to check something on my end.
What
Yes,
happens
it
if
is-
we go back into the room?
It is where I think it is. Okay, very.
You get yanked back over here.
Oh, hello there, Garfier.
Oh, hello. I think this is likely the other end of the
Ragnar happened to
original
get a
teleporting room.
tragic accident. He's not. Oh, never mind. He's here. Whippy.
I'm so. My heart is warm to hear that you care about me.
Oh, shut it.
Jack, roll an intelligence roll for me, could you?
I'm gonna pass this straight A's.
Same with you, Gother. I mean, you're both wizards, so you should know a little bit about magic that's going on.
Ah,
Oh,
alright.
you fail.
Damn it.
I should
Oh, I
pass
also
this.
failed.
Okay.
My success. Wow, I succeeded.
So, Gother, your sword, and you kind of have a little bit of a conversation in your head. She mentions that there are these crystals that are in the corner of the room that seem to be activated by light. So if you
Oh.
go in with a torch, it automatically teleports you into the other room.
Hmm.
It's something that she noticed when you guys were teleporting back and forth.
Right.
Ragnar, that is the place we came in, so how about we go down this way?
So I have acquired a new piece of information. Apparently, whatever is causing us to teleport in those rooms is activated by our lights, meaning we could try to. Well, I mean, I would say try to look around the room without lights on, but then again, how would we look around the room without lights on?
And you just figured this out how magically?
Uh, well, I have a certain intellect, but other than that, I have a little helper. Let's just say.
So you have schizophrenia.
Call it whatever you will.
So what you're saying right now is your intelligence is based on a hint a imaginary friend provided.
Well, sadly, as much as I would want to, I cannot exactly prove to you her existence, for she does not like to appear before.
Oh, she
The
goes to
average
another
adventurer.
school, does she? I see how it is.
What's your alignment, Jack?
Neutral.
Oh.
Oh. I forgot about that. So yeah, it would be impossible for you to prove her to you even if you were given the sword.
Oh, given the sword, he would evaporate into lightning, probably.
Well, no, he's neutral. Remember, everyone else is either lawful or chaotic up there. The neutral is hard to find, so
well, yeah.
he's just as crazy as you are to with the levels of self-preservation and self-service that he might actually be able to at least hold Lilith and not that she'd actually talk to him, but she's jelly.
Tell me what woman wouldn't want to talk to Jack. I'll wait. Well, shall we continue and stop having conversations with imaginary friends?
Right. Just keep in mind next time. Next time we would go into that room.
Ah, keep in mind, like your imaginary friend.
Right.
I love how it got to the
Look,
point you couldn't
God,
argue with me.
between you and me, if anyone asks, I will gladly tell them it was an accident.
Are you threatening me?
Oh no, me threatening you. Oh no.
And here I was thinking we're the bestest of friends, Ragnar.
Why would I threaten you? Did anything I said possibly sound like a threat?
Maybe the part where you tried to make out my death to be an accident, but that could be just like a whistling comment. I may have misread the situation.
How did you get to your death? Did I at no point I at no point said there would be anything about anyone's death?
You don't need to specify, Ragnar. I know you're always talking about me because it's the only interesting part in your life.
Look, as much as you like to believe that you are the center of the universe,
Which I am.
I do, in fact, more interesting things to. I do have more interesting things to talk to than you. For
What, like
example,
Garfia's imaginary friend?
yes, exactly.
Clearly,
Personally, I
you're
find
as
that
bad
much
as
more.
he is. I need to find a better person to have idle chit chat to.
Real quick, Jack, I just wanted to check something. Can you see the door down here? The door marker?
Yeah, I can see the door marker.
Okay. Just making sure that I'm marking them correctly. I need to fix the map because I didn't put the doors in. So
Is there meant to be a door there?
there is a door there. There is supposed to be a door there. So I'm just making sure that you actually see it and that I categorize the door correctly.
And as
Ragnar,
per
do
freaking
your practically
usual,
check the door.
You, wow, Ragnar, you actually are like, you're like, you hear the sound of metal and hammering and a lot of fire going on. And you guys can actually smell, like, it smells and sounds like a forge. And that somebody is
I
working
just
it.
sort of, I just hold up my hand and just I actually hear something. It sounds like a forge.
Aren't we on the forge right now, though? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Fourth wall break.
Jack just looks towards like the bird's eye view camera and just clicks his fingers.
Finger crossbows.
And you're giving Gowther a hard time about schizophrenia. You're talking to invisible cameras.
I'm just gonna like look at
Well,
Jack
no,
like,
it's not
who are you
schizophrenia
talking?
for Jack
Who are you
because
talking to?
don't worry about it. I just know the gods are always watching me.
Are you a religious man? It just like actually looks, oh, surprised
Not
and
in the slightest.
interested.
No. But if there were hypothetical gods, I know their eyes all be on me.
I mean, there are gods.
This is the debate for another time. Let's go through the forge door. No.
Okay. And I'm gonna knock.
Okay.
Feel free. Don't be polite.
Of course I'm going to be polite. There's somebody in there.
We're in the middle of a dungeon, Ragnar.
Technically a stronghold, but still. Alright, so you knock on the door. So the sound of hammering stops and somebody opens the door. You see an orc. He looks at you. I mean, go and do the reaction. What's your are you, oh, you're lawful. Okay. So yeah, that's already
Yes.
one against you. Alright, so he got 6. He's looking at you with like, what you want.
Greetings and salutations. And I just sort of put out my hand. Oh,
He kind of looks down at it and is like, yes. Again, uncertain. He's not sure what's going on. Everyone else is kind of clamoring. You see another one come in from the other side and is checking to see what's going on. They're starting to talk to each other in Orcish. Just basically, what
Can
the
I
fuck?
move Ragnar aside and just start speaking neutral towards him?
You can. They don't understand neutral though. They understand chaotic. I don't know if we have any chaotic in the party.
Nah, I was just gonna take a guess at neutral because they're not attacking straight away. So Jack still does it anyways. Move aside. I've got this.
very well. They're all yours. And I give him
And
a
he
little
just
pat
starts
on the back.
speaking like gibberish to them, which they do not understand in the slightest.
Exactly. again. Let me
And just like
roll
over to
another
the side,
reaction.
like Ragnar's eyes just go wide, and then just like slowly his face descends into his palm.
Okay. They just kind of just start laughing at Jack's antics and seem to be a little bit more disarmed over
Why does this always happen?
it. You're not threatening to them.
Maybe because you're speaking gibberish.
I was not speaking gibberish. I was speaking the language of the gods.
I just look at Gothier and Grandpa. Did either of you understand anything he said?
Grandpa shook his head, but
Absolutely no idea.
you did though,
Yeah.
Gother. You're neutral
I
too.
did.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
neutral as well.
I thought I thought I had to be chaotic. Okay.
You're
No, I was speaking neutral. Yeah, and they didn't understand neutral. They're chaotic.
yeah, they're chaotic.
Ah.
You and Jack are neutral, so you understood what Jack was saying.
Yeah. Okay. That's what was. Sorry. Yeah.
So that only validates that you're both crazy because you both speak a secret language.
See, who's the stupid one now, Ragnar?
I'm going to die in a dungeon surrounded by a bunch of crazy people. Again.
I just want to check something real quick. Excuse me, orcs. If you can understand my common tongue, could you please nod your heads?
They do.
Could I inquire what you're doing currently in the forge?
This shows, moves to the side and points to some weapons, and he says, "There's lots of supplies here. Nobody's using them. We need axes. We're making axes."
You wouldn't mind if my friend Ragnar here took a look around, would you, in case there's anything spare you're not using?
Oh, please! I am in fact I am in fact quite interested in your craft. It's been some time. It's been some time since I've seen some orcish craftsmanship.
Let's see here.
I don't know. Is that like a charisma persuasion roll I can do, or no, actually, no. Nope. I'm definitely not making one of those. No, definitely not making one of those.
What, Jack doesn't want to use his charisma to try to talk his way out of it?
No, I'm definitely not gonna use my charisma. Not happening. Nope, I take it back. Nope. No.
Okay.
Surprisingly, charisma is not my lowest stat, despite my character.
Ragnar, you said you were talking to them about the orcish weapons. You want to do a charisma roll with them?
I'd rather not. But okay. What am I rolling? Just straight charisma?
Yeah, just straight charisma to see if they'll let you in to look around. Because they're
I
not
may not.
the reaction charts they're friendly but they're still wary is kind of their feeling right now. And so you're not holding up, you're not looking threatening to them, so they're just kind of keeping an eye on you while they're seeing what you're doing, but they're still trying to give you some courtesy.
Oh god, this is gonna be horrible.
I just looked at Ragnar's charisma and it scared me.
They just grunt and said, "Find your own," and shut the door.
Well, that went well.
Could have gone worse.
We could have all been killed, yes.
Yeah, I advise
No, that is
not
that is
opening this
a
door
that is
ever
definitely
again.
a possibility.
Yes, yeah. Now, how about we storm the door and kill them, or we go to the next one?
I'd say we investigate the next one. It's a pity. I really was looking forward to checking out their craftsmanship.
I was looking forward to
You
stealing
were
their craft.
you were close. You had a 13, so I let them shut the door. I didn't just take it as an insult.
I hear nothing.
Have you went back to the test?
I jiggled the knob.
Okay.
The door moans.
Well, that depends on what happens after this door opens. And I jiggle the knob. Does it open?
Yes, it opens.
Excuse me, I have a phone call
Yeah.
apparently.
All right. There are two more orcs in this room. They are.
Oh, look, it's the other orcs' friends.
Oh. Hello.
Give me a second here. They are
Greetings.
shoveling. They are shoveling charcoal. This room is a. I can never find the rooms that I need. We are at 17. This is a char storage cellar. It's a 20 by 20 room used for storing fuel for the smithy across the hallway. The room is full of blackish soot and dust, and there's a small pile of fuel against the north wall. And they were working on the fuel, gathering it up for the forge for their friends.
I'm just gonna close the door.
Good idea. I was just going to recommend that.
All right.
Let's well, I see. It seems we found the orc floor. So let's move on.
Goffy is currently taking a magical phone call, so we should probably just wait for him.
Yeah.
He's just like holding the hilt of his sword up to his ear and just like.
God, he's talking to his
And just,
imaginary
like,
friend again.
It's kind of a funny backstory with just kind of sidebar. I got his backstory written a little bit already, and he's patroning to a true neutral sword who doesn't want to be used in combat. So she's kind of teaching him spells and magic and stuff. And when we actually get into warlocks and everything, he wants to have the sword be the patron for his warlock powers and stuff. So it's kind of really
All I'm
cool,
saying
a lot of
is,
fun.
if it was an
So
actual
like a
true neutral
quasi
sword,
Hexblade.
yeah, if it was an actual true neutral sword, it would be indifferent about being used. It would be like,
Right. Right, I'm back, sorry.
Mhm. Well, no, it is the
girlfriend.
embodiment of neutrality with the way the backstory that I made for the sword. So, but they can still be being neutral doesn't mean indifferent. It means finding a balance, and you can still be self-serving and interested
yeah.
in serving others. So there is it's not as hardcore tight knit as the AD&D system with the 9 grid neutral thing.
Hmm. By the way, through that door was just two more orcs, and we just slowly closed it and went away. Just in
Okay.
case you didn't notice. Well, let us continue. I didn't know Grandpa could go through walls.
Power of clerics.
Oh, wait,
You're
there is a door, okay.
Like I said, I screwed up on the doors on this. I'm going to redo the map later.
Go on, give it another listen, Ragnar.
Maybe after jiggling the knob you might want to finger the hole too.
Will Wheaton powers activate?
You hear nothing.
How did you get like a literal like non-physical die to land on one of its lines?
Listen, I seem to have I seem to be slowly devolving into Will Wheaton when it comes to dice rolls. So
You want Grandpa to listen?
seeing weird.
Go ahead and open the door then, since you clearly don't have ears.
Well, now that you mention it, I probably only has one.
I mean, you were struck by lightning. You do
And,
have really bad tinnitus.
It's why he can
Yeah.
never listen through doors. He hasn't realized until now that he only has one ear.
And the missing ear's the one that he's been listening to.
Yeah, exactly. That one door he passed, he actually used the other side of his head.
Exactly. Alright, you see a lone orc chopping wood in the corner here. This is this room is an access room. It adjoins a smithy, and in the northwest corner, there are a bunch of logs of various sizes.
Well, Ragnar's
Otherwise,
already closed the door.
Nope.
okay.
Unless you chaps feel like fighting at least 5 orcs, I recommend we don't go this way. Maybe we could lure those berserkers back here and have them get into a fight first.
See, now you're finally thinking like a strategist.
Well,
Now, if we ever meet those berserkers again, I'm just gonna straight up tell them about what Jack wants
Okay.
and hope they kill him first.
They'll never kill me. I'm too quick on my feet.
And you guys
Wow,
are
I really don't. Wow, I'm really not. Wow, I'm definitely not nice for lawful character.
something I want to point out. Not that I'm just gonna save you the trouble right now. It has no relevance to the rooms you checked previously or right back here. But everyone is able to search for secret doors. And there is a secret door search function for everyone, not just rogues.
Oh, wrong button. Ah, this
I
is
think
gonna
God
be
is trying to tell me something.
terrible.
You, d- you did it
Nope.
all wrong. Come on, do it like me. I'm
nope.
looking for.
Nope.
Nope.
You're just gonna like walking. I'm just gonna like walk along the hallway, and just, like occasionally poke the wall with my hammer, see if anything happens.
All right.
It's not even like a secret door. I imagine it's just like it's just a normal visible door, but we're all just too blind to notice.
I'm just with the parts that you've covered already. This hallway is pretty clear as you're poking around. So
Are we not going up to where the barbarians were?
Do we have any reason to?
There's more rooms up there.
Are you sure we've been through this door?
I believe that is where we came from.
Indeed.
No, we came from the room that was up there. Did we not?
Yes, but weren't we teleported? Were we not?
Yes, we entered that room
Hmm.
on the up top from this door. Well, the direction of this door, anyway.
Why would the door already be opened if we weren't here before, Ragnar?
Well, I don't know about you, but I've seen quite a few other living creatures in this fort that are capable of opening doors. For example, I
the double
distinctly
doors.
remember there being 4 skeletons. I also remember seeing 2 berserkers, and in fact, quite recently, I think we happened upon no less than 5 orcs.
Well, your opinion about the skeletons is wrong, as they did not open a door. You did. And secondly, the double doors are right down the corridor, exactly where the library
And
is.
Oh.
And who's to say they didn't open the door before us or after us?
Me, I say that.
Your words hold as much weight as a ladle with holes in it holds water.
Yes, well, your body holds more weight than an elephant, so let's get a move on, shall we?
Fine then, oh wise one. Which way are we going?
Towards where the berserkers were.
Lead on.
I hate the ominous rolling in the background. Just
Oh
like we're
my
having a nice little
gosh.
stroll down the corridor. It's like he's nice.
No, I just had a really fun idea, and
Yeah,
Yep,
check
I'm
this
just gonna do that.
better.
Oh,
Nope.
Nope.
Ain't happening.
why did you roll a 2 and a 1d5 there?
That was not me. The other one.
Ah, right, it was Ragnar, yes.
Right.
I believe we go up this way.
North, yes, indeed.
The berserkers were up here, were they not?
Yes, they were. And then we go south down here.
Mhm.
Oh god. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was something else. Oh, right.
So you see the hallway, the zigzag hallway they were talking about that they came through.
Now, if I remember correctly, they came from this way. So why don't we just go down if there's nothing over there? Oh, he's already gone. Come back, Ragnar.
What is this that we see on the floor, by the way?
Just
Oh, more crumbs.
just more dirt and debris, rubble, that sort of stuff.
Right, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, this seems like a path. Yes.
I don't like how quick Ragnar is.
Well, you found the barbarians.
I see it.
They are behind a massive trap that has been set off.
Oh,
This is crazy because I was like, oh, that'd be kind of funny if they set it up, and I'm like, well, let's give them a 10% chance. It rolled a 1, so it's like, yes, they set this up. They are this stupid. There you go. That's what they're looking like right now.
what kind of trap is this?
It's a cage trap. So basically, a metal door just kind of slammed down in front of them, and they're trying to bend it and get themselves out.
Hey guys, I'm saying this in a hushed tone. They're sort of, not defensible right now. So we could always take this opportunity to, get rid of some potentially angry targets.
Are you insinuating we do some target practice?
That's exactly what I'm insinuating.
You're just trying to ask them for help.
I'm just gonna walk up and start examining the cage door.
Well, never mind. Ragnar's already went ahead.
I'm gonna listen to the door actually that is right here.
Okay. Go and roll a listen
Aye.
check.
Like
Nope.
Nope, nothing.
this
I'm
cage
good.
door. Does it drop
Yeah.
down from the ceiling? Does it
Yes,
come
let
up
me-
from
let
the
me-
bottom? Does it?
Let me read it. Let me read it for you here. Give me a second. The trap itself in the corner outside of the room is just beyond the east. It'll spring when one or two adventurers reach a point 10 feet from the dead end. Let's see here. The bars are rusting weak. There are 12 vertical bars, several cross members. Persons who are very strong may attempt to escape the trap. However, each person has but one attempt. If each attempt fails, the person will never be able to do so with that barrier. Adventurers with strength rating of 13, 14, or 15 have a 5% chance to bend the bars or lift the gate with the strength of 16. At 10%, and those 17 or 18 have a 15% chance. So, who wants to start trying to make an attempt to lift?
Definitely not me.
Well,
I
I
am
have a
gonna look for a
strength of
secret
11.
door.
So what could possibly go wrong?
Damn it.
Gowther, while you guys are in there, I just want to let you know where you're into. You're in an implement room. It's an implement room. This elongated room is used primarily for storage of tools, equipment, and implements of various types. So you see boxes. You see boxes of shovels and mining picks and heavy chain and light rope and saws and mining jacks and iron vices and stuff. I have a whole list here for you. So.
Is there anything of apparent value?
Gothia, is there anything in there which might like lift up the gate or help get rid of it?
Possibly. I haven't looked through everything just yet.
So are you gonna dig through everything real quick and see? I got a box of wooden pegs, a coil of light rope, about 50 feet of it, a coil of heavy chain, about 70 feet, a coil of fine copper wire, about 20 feet of that, 32 mining picks that are rusted and in poor repair, 15 chisels, 13 shovels, 11 empty barrels, 8 mallets, 29 iron bars, an iron vise, mining jacks, cross-cut saws, those two-man saws that you saw trees down with, 4 hacksaws, a mason's toolbox containing trowels, stone chisels, plumb lines, etc., a cobbler's toolbox, small hammer, knife, heavy needles, and a small barrel of unfletched arrows, and an empty wooden workbench.
Well, I mean, none of these can be used to effectively just get them out of there. To be honest.
Let's see.
Ragnar, attempt to lift the gate.
Will you, Gowther, will you do a search for trap roll or not trap? Let me look here real quick. Because you're doing a full assessment of the room, right? So the abilities. Yeah, find trap.
Kind of that picture you posted, Kaiju. I love how the halfling's just walking in between the bars.
Right.
The trap does not affect him at all in that situation.
Right. Exactly. Trying to read this again. North wall. Okay, north wall's 20% chance. Combination.
Sorry, could you just
What's up?
Actually, no. You said the thing, the thing came, the metal cage thingy comes down from the ceiling.
Yes.
Oh. If I look at it sort of like at the side, like where it's right up against the wall, is it like just up against the wall? Is there a little groove in the wall, or is there like a little groove in the wall?
It's like a porticus. I can never pronounce that word. It just goes up and down. There's a small runner that keeps it in place, but it's not meant to be seen. So there's no channels that are showing on the floors or the ceiling. It's just hidden above the ceiling into the wall. So it's only the ceiling that comes down. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so basically it's just like right up against the wall.
Right.
Mm.
It says here, with it's mentioned no more than two men at a time can attempt to use lever to raise a porticus, and a combined strength rating must total of at least 30. So if you get people with about 30 strength together, we can start trying to lift this up.
But how much strength does Grandpa have?
Um,
Well, if it's me, Grandpa, and the two berserkers.
That's what I'm thinking.
Grandpa has
Yeah.
12.
Well, that's more than me.
Yeah, Garfield, how do you have 13 strength?
Grandpa, would you give me a hand here?
He says, sure. Let me just do something here real quick. Yeah, no. Alright, so Grandpa goes over there, and how much is your strength in total? Are you gonna try to use anything, any leverages or anything from the other room? Are you gonna try to use any tools, or are you just gonna use brute force to try to lift or bend the bars?
I could throw rocks at it if it helps.
So what? I'm just gonna nip over to the door and just say, and hey, go off there. I don't suppose you found that there's anything in the form of a crowbar or something like that in there.
Ah, the closest would be some rusty pickaxes and chisels, I'm afraid.
That's no good.
There's iron bars. They're 1 inch in diameter and 8 feet in length. There's 29 of those. And you got an iron vise. I don't know what a mining jack is.
So,
I'll screenshot the list so you guys can read through it, because I know for me it is easier to read than it is to remember. So this is the contents of that room after you guys peruse it a little.
Hmm.
Just use the vice and put it on its side. That's basically like a carjack.
No, it's the exact opposite. Because
No, like
a card
you shrink it down, and then you put it under, and then you open it back up.
Yeah, no, a carjack pushes outwards. A vice is meant to hold something.
True. I guess you can just use the iron bars then.
Yeah. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna. Okay, in that case, I'll take. I'm gonna take 5. Wait, what? Crosscut saws. The saw, the crosscut saw looks like something more like something you'd use for wood, right?
Yes, and you guys were talking about a carjack. That's what a mining jack is, by the way. It's used to jack up the mine carts to repair them.
Oh, we do have mining jacks. Oh,
Oh,
I was looking at the
yeah,
vice, dumbass.
It's broken though on it.
Broken how? Like, how is it broken?
Like they can't really, you can't twist them, but I mean, you have metal smith people in the party. You might be able to repair it.
Let's go back to the people who were like you making axes and give it to them.
You want to go ask the orc?
Yeah.
Yeah, because how could that possibly not end well?
They were friendly to us before, so why wouldn't they be now? Unless you stole something last time we were around though.
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't even go in.
Are you sure?
Um, yes.
Just checking.
I didn't even go in the. I didn't even get in the room.
Whatever you say, Ragnar, yeah.
Okay, when you say broken, like how busted are we talking?
So like,
I used them.
you can use them in what way? Are you going to use them to try to lift up the gate, or are you going to use them, or what?
Could we, like the lifting mechanism? Does it work?
I'll give each one a 30% chance of having a working one, okay?
Might
Since
as well
there's
try
two
them
of
out.
them. Yeah, give me a second here. Public roll. First one. Why did it do 2d20? 80 and a 52.
Regardless of anything, I'm gonna take
Mm-hmm.
2 of those iron poles.
All right.
So it's nice to have.
They're 8
So
foot.
it's nice
They're
to have
they're
a pole in case of an emergency.
they're
It's
8
always
feet.
nice to have a poking stick.
They're 8 feet tall, by the way. So they're a little bit unwieldy. Just letting you know. But I
No,
mean,
just
better
I'm
than
just
the.
taking it and.
Mm-hmm.
You could always cut them in half.
They got hacksaws.
Yeah. So I have 4 feet.
Wait, can use the hacksaw looks sturdy enough to cut through iron.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm gonna take one of the hacksaws, and I'm gonna start just try to. Wait, how many hacksaws are there?
4.
4. Okay, I'm gonna take 3 of the hacksaws, and 4. I'm gonna hand 1 to Grandpa. I'm gonna hand 2 to the berserkers, and I'm just gonna, well, gentlemen, and just start sawing away at the bars.
All right. It will take you guys about 6 hours. Let me see here. Additionally, each saw has 20% of its blade breaking in any 6-hour period. So let's see if any of them break in that 6 hours. There's 4. So the first saw survives. Second saw. Ooh, barely makes it. The third saw lives, and the fourth saw makes it. Alright, so
just been
loud
here for 6
sawing 6 hours, and you get through, but you're noisy as hell, so let me roll 3.
Hopefully the barbarians are gonna fight for us after all the fucking stuff it in.
Ragnar, you could have gave us some forewarning to your plan.
I didn't see you trying to do anything to help.
You
Well,
see
yes,
an
I'm
undead army approaching.
meathead. You see Boris come around the corner.
No, it's gonna be the knoll.
Oh, not the knoll!
Yes, the knoll.
I will use my one spell on that knoll if it comes around the corner.
Alright,
It's
so
because
yes,
it's the same knoll.
you did attract a couple of things. Let's see what the noise brought.
A couple of things. He rolls up like D100 and gets 100.
Alright, how many of these came? Okay, you attracted a couple of kobolds who were trying to investigate the noise. Where are my kobolds? Oh. So they kind of peek out over to investigate what's going on. Clearly, your numbers outnumber theirs, so they're not running forward to attack.
Are kobolds neutral?
No, they're chaotic. They live for themselves.
Can kobolds be reasoned with, or at least tamed?
Yeah, I mean they're intelligent, but
Can kobolds be shot by magic missile?
yes, they can.
Don't they? If you try to tame these kobolds, I swear.
Don't worry, don't worry about it. They only live for 11 days.
Monster action. Yep, they just immediately, as soon as they came over there, they just came out there and started attacking.
Oh, come off.
Oh, that was a quick run.
They just ran over poor Grandpa.
Yes.
Please help this person here, please. He's the very trouble.
The barbarians will join the fight just because you helped them out here. So let me change their.
I was gonna say, why are we classed as enemies? Oh no.
Yeah, they joined the fight on the kobold side.
Yeah, pinch your attack.
Yeah, Ragnar, you go last. You're below the kobolds and everyone else.
I'm gonna begin the combat and it'll randomize it once I get the teams set up here. Alright. And begin combat.
Wow,
there we go. Kobolds go first.
Why is our position? So why is the positioning scuffed? Where are the kobolds physically, or where is Grandpa physically?
Grandpa is right here, next to Jack.
So the two mages are in the front.
And he just
Yep.
the kobolds pop him.
Well, I mean, think about it. Here's the bar. The bar is right here, of the thing. And Grandpa and Ragnar and the two barbarians were hacksawing away at it. Well, the two mages were in the back, just kind of watching and being managers. And the noise brought in the kobolds.
Alright. Well, sounds fun. Time to die.
Okay, so we're going to.
As the kobold pushes
And
and
the
point towards Garthia.
There.
As I look at them ready for attacks, I just like sneakily point towards Garthia and just like put my entire body away from them. Is that a 20?
Oh,
Sorry, he runs up, just screams and just stabs you.
for a whole 1 damage. Oh, it's still okay, I guess.
Yep.
Is it not a crit because it's a natural 20?
Yeah, but I'm not doing crit things with this because of the rules. I'm not worried about crits right now, especially at level 1.
Wait, no. You just lowered my health to 1.
Oh, I did? Oops. Sorry.
Yeah, it was what it doesn't mean it inflicts 1 damage. It means it takes your health down to 1.
I did my math wrong, so sorry.
Kobolds,
Man,
no
that-
prisoners.
Good question. What does it mean when you hover over the inflict damage bit? It has like a blood icon next to it. Like when you hover over the wall.
Prisoner,
That means if you click that icon, it will apply the damage to the target. It doesn't work all the time.
I think I just killed myself with it. Hold on, let me give me that health back.
I hurt myself today.
Anyway, the kobolds can attack Jack.
I like to see him. Oh, come on!
Oh my god!
Nah, you are fudging the rolls,
No,
can't you?
I can't! I can't!
Yeah.
My god, these are fucking elite kobolds right here.
I just heard
Look, man, when you live for 11 days, you gotta get crafty.
These are like the top of the class kobolds. Like they're one of the best snipers in the Navy SEALs.
Right. Okay, so next is going to be the Berserker's turn. They just kind of push their way through. I don't really know how. Whatever. He's going to move and attack this one.
Oh, thank God.
Come on. Open.
Watch him getting that one. Oh,
13. And he just,
Jesus.
he just cleaves that kobold in half.
I'm just gonna turn around to everyone and say, "It's a good choice we didn't fight them."
Oh, no, he's still alive.
And he
I
dies.
just give him this
Inexplicably.
incredulous look and you don't say.
There we go.
Can't believe you wanted to attack them, Ragnar.
The next one comes running through.
They're so
Yeah.
quick.
He does the same thing.
I'm kind of glad we
But
didn't.
this one misses his roll. His barbarian friend just punches him in the shoulder. Stupid.
Dorothy, I'm counting on you on insta-killing the air kobold.
Alright, there
So
you
you
go.
know
Alan.
magic missile.
I'm gonna back up a little bit
Okay.
and just fire.
Magic missile.
Nope. It's still too precious. There's the sling +1 because it's
That's
in
the
range.
issue with first level magic casters. We only have one spell. We don't want to waste it.
Hey.
Nice. Your sling goes right into its temple and he just keels over. So
Wow, these are glass cannons.
I did it. I killed him with my mind. Don't go find me at once.
Alright, so
Hey.
2 more kobolds down. And they are each worth 5, so that's 10.
It's none.
10 divided by 4 is 3 each.
Again.
Yes.
Oh, isn't it 2 each? Or 2.5,
3,
I
6,
guess.
9. Oh, yeah, you're right. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'll just round it up to 3 each, just to be nice. There you go.
Right, okay, fair enough.
I'm just gonna turn
Not
around.
that the barbarians are.
Grandpa, you wouldn't mind sharing some of your healing about now, would you?
He says sure.
It's charity work after all.
I smack Jack over the head with my warhammer.
What? No.
Alright, cure light wounds. He goes and
So
kills you for 4 damage.
that's like 2 more health than I have. So
It says I can only do this once more, so be careful and use it sparingly.
use it again on me, so Gorfia can't have it.
Of course.
Alright, so barbarians, thank you for freeing them, and it says, well, we helped you now with your attackers and saved your squishies, so we should call it even.
I suppose.
I mean,
And we
we-
will.
we could, but I mean,
But
our help
I
for
have a
6
question.
hours.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a question for the two of you.
Yes.
Are you two here, I don't know, by your own call to adventure, or by someone's
So they explained to you that they're a group of barbarians exploring this stronghold because Rogon has done nothing but terrorize their country, and his massive hate boner for barbarians has become legend. Um, so after hearing that he's gone, they decided to try to make a name for themselves and recover some of the artifacts that were improperly stolen from their homes. So that's kind of what they're doing, looking around here for artifacts of theirs, and to kill any more Brogon's followers because he's an asshole.
Here's an idea. We're part of a much larger group who's currently clearing out this entire place. So if you could just tell us where your camp is and we find any of your valuables, we'd happily bring them back.
Okay, you can give you a location. He says it's to the north, and I'll come up with a name for you guys later. But yeah, he gives you a location to where they are, and a letter of introduction to one of the barbarian chiefs, which Aaron would probably be appreciative of that.
We'll make sure to come into contact with you if we come across any artifacts which appear to be from your clan of berserkers.
You want to write down that letter, or do I?
Let's test your writing skills, Ragnar. You go ahead.
They gave us the letter.
Yes. Do you want to put who's?
I would like it if you would copy it down into your own words, so you don't lose the original. What's wrong? You illiterate?
Letter of introduction. Okay.
Oh, by the way, Kaiju, I might have to leave slightly early because I've got an email about one of my university things, and I'd like to look over it before it turns midnight.
Actually, this would be a good time to wrap up, anyways. What's that?
Yeah, that is exactly. I was about to suggest that it's been a while. We are exhausted canonically as well after fucking 6 hours of stealing.
Right.
I mean, I would like to do one more fight before we go off, so I can make use of my spells. But yes.
Well, we might run into someone while going outside. To be honest.
I mean, if you want to be escorted out and just wrap it up, you pretty much know where you are now. Because if you went south a little bit more, you would hit the kitchen area and that spot that you went through and the library. So
well, technically, if we went west now, we would hit.
Yeah. Well, once you found the library, you should have been able to reorient yourself after you've refound the library. So, yeah. All right. So that would be. Let me just do some quick things. 1, 2, 3.
I would just
portraits.
like to
What's up?
real quick. I'd just like to sort of ask them if they. Fuck it, this is gonna be so stupid, but I'm gonna ask them if they would perhaps be interested in joining the guild.
Okay. Well, that's a 10.
There's plenty of gold involved.
Well, you're asking them to go into that other world, though, is the only quandary that I would have as a GM. They would be cursed, and Aaron would not like that. But as far as guild liaison or being able to, what's that?
I don't know what. Well, at this point, I have no idea what Aaron would and wouldn't like because I don't know her that well. The only thing I know she likes is
me, obviously.
The two things I know she likes are good results and that shiny bracelet I gave her. And the one thing I know she doesn't like is people returning from expeditions early via use of ring. Apparently, she gives like very long-winded lectures.
Yes. You can just wait around 2 turns, and I'd say that you guys are teleported back anyways, because I am putting a time limit on there. I do have an appointment I need to go to also. So I
So
wanted to
technically,
start
we could
wrapping up.
attack the barbarians, and then in 2 turns we'll teleport away, so we'll suffer no dire consequences.
I would choose the teleportation after the consequences, just because it's
Damn it.
my rule. So.
I almost got away with it too.
Well, regardless, I pitched them the idea of
Okay.
joining or at least working with or slash alongside the guild.
They said that they'll be more than happy to talk to your guild leader. You have the location of their camp and their spot to handle, So yeah, they'd be more than happy to look into working with you, but they really like their home. They don't want to go into some crazy distant land.
If it helps, Ragnar made it in, the brash man over there, you see. So I'm pretty sure you would have a good chance of getting in, if that at all persuades you.
And, he says that they'll keep an interest in it. So yes, we'll see about getting them
Also,
in. Yeah.
quick mechanical question: did I gain any XP last time I was actually playing? Because if so, I didn't note it down.
No, because the XP cost to get the ring replaced was all of the XP that you used.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's fine.
just find it absolutely hilarious every time Kaiju laughs because this distorted demonic shrieking.
I'll try to keep the
I mean,
demonic
being
shrinking
kaiju.
down. Right?
No, it's part of your trade.
Exactly.
The demonically shriek.
makes my Doom guy senses tingle.
It's Chukyukin.
Right.
I'm here to kick arm and chew ass, and I'm all out of ass.
So what I can do is let's just go ahead and wrap this up because, like I said, I have an appointment I need to get to in a little bit. If you want the barbarians next time, I'll come up with a way to get in contact with them or whatever. They can meet you there, and they have no problems helping if you want to.
Yeah.
So I might just turn around and make them 2 warriors because they are Mistarans anyways. So
Yeah. Is it possible to buy an animal, by the way?
yeah, we don't
Cool.
I haven't really figured out mounts and stuff like that yet, but I was planning on.
It was more. My character had a bird in the past, so I feel like he would want one again.
Oh yeah, we can arrange something.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds cool.
You're gonna get like a parrot.
Like a raven.
Oh wait, they can talk too.
Teach you
I'm
to
gonna
cuss,
teach it.
Ragnar.
I'm gonna teach it to say dirty words.
You're gonna teach it to be mean to its owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
No,
Jack will
I'm
have its raven, and then the raven would just turn to it and go like, "I screw you."
No, I'm just gonna like teach it to recite the lusty barbarian.
Oh, no. You're gonna teach it to like, just whisper sensual things in my ear when I'm exploring.
Yes. You're just gonna have like a full-on erotic ASMR in your while we're adventure.
Oh, that's
In the
funny.
middle of the night, I hear it. It was a dark and misty night.
Alright. So, let me work out XP and stuff when I re-go over this, and I'll give you guys an update. But
Yeah.
you, as far as rooms cleared, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, got those on. Shush up. I'm
I
just
think
gonna
it
go.
helps. No one's gonna get caught in this trap anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go and I'll just say, just give a rough 200 to everyone.
200 XP.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a lot. That's not what I was expecting.
that is much more than I was expecting.
Because
And,
I
Just to
was
level up, we get 1,000 or so, right?
for clerics, but again, remember, the way I'm doing XP is you have to buy your levels. So,
Oh, okay.
um,
Oh wait,
Oh, wait, how much
200.
total? Sorry.
10.
if you go into the classes, you can see the XP chart under the journal entries. So Ragnar, it's going to take you 1,500 to get to level 2.
Sorry, how much did we get in total right now?
200 for everyone because the number of rooms you opened up and cleared. Since the
Ragnar,
whole
you're so lucky. It's
Sorry,
1,500 for you. It's 2,500 for me.
Yeah, where are you at?
If you go to the one next to the chest, there's like a little bit of papyrus. You can click
All right,
classes and go down to magic
Yeah.
user.
Okay, no, I mean, like,
Huh.
how much are you at?
I'm
Oh,
halfway
right now,
there.
I'm 226 because I have plus 10%.
223.
Ha! I'm at 1,406.
Of course, when I'm fighting, it gets the level up easier.
I don't even know where I gained like half of this XP from, but
You've been playing since the beginning, so you have been
Yeah.
getting XP for all of your stuff. So
Yeah. Makes sense.
Oh my
Since
god.
I gotta leave the dungeon, by the way, I'm just gonna fire a magic missile into the roof. Pew!
all right.
It's celebrate. Since it's part of my backstory, I'm gonna make it really flashy. The magic missile, like it just like spells my name out by leaving a trail in the sky as I like leave.
Okay. Jack
It's
of
my
all
mark.
trades. Right. You should just call yourself Jack of all trades, you know.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's gonna be my stage
fuck's
name.
sake.
I do actually have a stage name, so
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone should like dive deep into your characters on the World Anvil page later, and just fill
I'll
out
put a
as
big
much
backstory in there
information.
if you'd like to have a
Awesome.
look.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off the call and get going, and
Yeah.
I will write up a summary and stuff for all of this in a bit. So I'll talk to you later. Okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for the game.
Yep.
Basically, once we get back to the guild hall, I'll just go to what's her face, give her the letter, and explain
Yep.
deal with the barbarians and the 5 orcs that we came across.
All right. We'll go and I'll figure out and give you some updates on that too. So,
Cool. It's been fun.
right, definitely, and I'm
Thank you for the
so
game,
glad that my shit was working a lot better this time.
Yeah, I
Nobody.
almost disconnected once, which is a new record.
Mhm.
Wi-Fi is usually worse than that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.